People
There they
missed
are.
my terrible joke about the fact that this is a seltzer household, despite the fact that we don't live in the same house or even the same state.
Yeah. Hi, Barls. Welcome.
Welcome, Barles. Um, yeah, we are gonna start off. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I have a new PSD here with only 3 items in it. Um, because they start to get full over time. These
What's the
files.
shortened version of a Procreate file?
I think it's just called a Procreate file. But they are PSDs. Like if you export them
Oh,
like
yeah.
directly, they come out as PSDs.
That's fun.
Yeah. So I'm gonna start off by drawing a set of bombs. I was thinking we would do a trio of them. I kind of want to. I was thinking of that making them kind of like not perfectly round, giving them like hard, chunky edges. Um, because I think that looks cool and handmade.
It does look cool and handmade. I'm so sorry. I am trying to figure out on the stream where the camera looks good. Because on Google Meet, it's fine. But I
Ah,
realized on the stream, I'm a tiny little square.
yeah.
Nope.
Our cameras are different aspect ratios, and I cannot figure out how to fix that.
There we go. I think this is good.
Yeah. Um,
Chonky boys.
Chunky boys.
Chonky bomb boys.
And then give them their little quicks.
They're
So,
little flamey strings.
yeah, gotta light these little ropes on fire.
Ah, yes. Ah, how is everyone tonight?
I'm good. How are you?
That's great. I'm pretty good. I went into my office today for the first time in a casual year or whatever.
Yeah.
So that was fun. Shout out to anyone who's been doing it this whole time. I don't know how. It's working from home is probably the best luxury I've ever had.
Mm.
I've lived a pretty neutral life, so.
How very Mindy St. Clair of you.
Oh, thank you.
From The Good Place.
I love Mindy St. Clair. What a character.
What a strange and very not neutral person.
Yeah, not at all. Welcome to the chat room.
Yeah, like 6 months ago started a The Good Place fan art, and I finished it today
Cool
because
Janet art.
yeah, I don't know why, but I was just like not feeling it for the longest time. So I took a break and then I came back to it today and I was like, oh, I know exactly how to fix this and finish this off.
Sometimes you need that
Yeah,
passage of time. I don't know what it is, but truly it's like that same idea of oh, if you just take a shower, your shower thoughts, you got to turn your brain off, blah blah blah.
hmm,
Too true though. Barles, I hope you do get a work from home job someday, but
me too.
it's the best thing ever.
Yeah, getting to just walk from there to here to work is pretty nice. Although I do feel like I need to get out every day. So I started going to the gym in person again instead of working out at home, and that's made me
Oh.
um, given me a nice release every day.
Oh, that's cool. I forgot about gyms.
I just realized I am on a textured eraser because I was using it for that Janet project.
Deldon says that bombs actually looked like this. When bombs actually looked like this, and it was how mortars were built for like a really long time before the invention of dynamite. Apparently, they had wooden wicks drilled and packed with gunpowder instead of strings, but they were dark because they were cast iron halves that sealed together.
Interesting.
Um, you mean like when bombs were actually little like cannonball-looking things? Because if that's true, then everything that Wile E. Coyote taught me was a lie. Should they have a little like seal line then? Not sea lion, which is what that word sounded like, but a seal line.
Yeah, we gotta draw a little sea lion up here.
Orcs got into Helm's Deep with one of those. Too true. I don't know what that means.
Here is my sea lion from memory.
Yeah. Oh wow, that looks like a snake.
No, it's got flippers.
Oh, okay. It looks like a snake with arms. They were extensively used during the Civil War.
They have really
okay.
big black eyes, right? Sea lions.
I have no idea. That looks more like a snake. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just gonna get rid of that sea lion.
Interesting. I guess the Civil War. Are you saying we should put wood wicks? Because I feel like we're past that a little bit, time-wise. Also, that doesn't seem as fun for a drawing.
We could put wooden wicks, but I'm worried that it would be less recognizable.
Yeah.
The problem with history-inspired art is you have to strike a contrast between historically accurate and culturally recognizable.
Yeah. Good point. There's a lot of things sometimes, especially when you're doing like professional art, where people will be like, but I don't get it. It doesn't look like that. And you'll be like, well, that's not what this looks like. I looked it up. And they'll be like, but I don't think it looks like that. And that's it.
Exactly.
And then you just gotta be like, okay. So a string it is. That's okay. I like that we have a lot of wood objects.
That's true. These are our only object that's entirely cloth and metal, I think.
Yeah. I thought you were going to say entirely metal. And I was like, no, the pan is metal and egg.
Oh, yeah. And I guess the pan has cloth, too, because we gave it that
oh, yeah, that's true.
My roommate is cooking potatoes right now, and it smells really nice. Oh, we have not drawn the grappling hook yet.
No.
That will definitely be a more challenging one. But should be fun.
Yeah. We'll see about that.
Yeah, I kind of want to make these very geometric. Geometric.
That's fun. Yeah, I like that they're not completely round. I feel like having them completely round is not our brand. You know?
Totally.
Pretty cool. What's everyone's favorite? I know, I'm very tired. It's because I went to the office today. I'm so tired.
Sorry about it.
What's everyone's favorite bomb from Zelda? Because I feel like mine is the kind in Ocarina of Time that you would put on the ground and then it would like go up the wall. That was my favorite.
I really liked in Breath of the Wild how there was the contrast between the cube bomb and the round bomb.
Hans would always make fun of me because sometimes I would just stand from a distance and like throw round bombs at enemies instead of like confronting them.
That's valid.
Like, that's okay. I'm just gonna stand up here. I only have 3 hearts. I'll die.
Yeah, Especially if you accidentally encounter a super strong enemy,
Yeah.
but you can like climb up past them and just drop down bombs on them.
Listen, the first time you take out one of those like Hinoxes,
Yeah.
yes, Barls, the square bombs do allow a lot of like shenanigans. That's pretty fun. I like the idea of like leaving a bomb and then running so far away and then bam. Climb on, visit the moon. That's funny. Incredible.
Which of the
Yeah.
games had like the bombs that grew out of plants? That was also interesting.
I don't know. Eldon, I'm surprised that you have not jumped in with correcting me on what those bombs are called, because truthfully, I don't remember.
Oh, Hans is in the chat and says, I did make fun of Cenza and I love the bombs from Wind Waker because they're pure aesthetic.
Yeah. You have, oh my goodness, Prime Gaming next to your name. I've never seen the Wind Waker bombs. I'm gonna look them up because I want to know. I want to be a part of the club. I didn't play Wind Waker, but I really feel like I should have.
Wind Waker is so good.
Those are fun. What are the bombs that I'm thinking of, Delden? I can't find them when I look. Oh, yes, the smoke effect. Yes, I did a, bomb flowers? No. Not the bomb flowers. Do you remember the kind that would, like, they looked like little, like, mice? Or were they just bomb mice or whatever? I looked up Bob Mice. That's not helping.
Bob Mice.
Bomb chews. Ugh. That was gonna drive me crazy. Yes, bomb chews. I really like bomb chews. Yes. Because they looked like tiny little mice. And you would like hold them above your head and then you put them down and they would like boop, 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 and they would like go up the wall. And they were so cute. And I love it. And then there was that mini game that you could play, and it would be like a spinning thing, and you have to like, and you have to get it in like a hole. It was fun. It's all about timing. You're right, Barles. It's not too late. I should go back and play Wind Waker. How do I do this? We do have bomb rats. I want to draw that. I'm excited.
Do it. Yes. Sorry if I'm not talking. I got distracted by what I was drawing.
Copyright free bomb chew. Should our bomb rats look like a rat?
No, they should look like Bratz dolls because they're bomb brats.
Oh my god. They should just have really big eyes.
And really
and then, like,
pointy high-heeled shoes.
And then like the lips. That's pretty fun. Yeah, the bomb chews in Ocarina of Time look like Catwoman's mask, basically.
Yeah.
I didn't really think they looked like mice. I actually didn't learn until recently that they were mice, until Delden explained to me that Chew is mouse in Japanese, which is why it's Pikachu.
Oh, that makes sense.
Right? See? In 3D remakes, they added whiskers and a snoot. Yeah. Yeah, in the game that they were just like kind of had pointy ears. But they have a little snoot now, which I'm a fan of. I like when things have a snoot.
Me too.
Oh,
That
choo-choo is the Japanese onomatopoeia for mice squeaking. That's really cute. Excuse you. What's a nice bomb? That just looks like a regular bomb.
But it's nice.
It's a bomb, but it's like, nice.
Hey.
You know, like finger guns, nice.
Nice.
Oh my god, a Tingle bomb. I can't tell you how much I love Tingle. I think that's one of the greatest characters ever made. Anything that has that much personality. I think that's why I like the Zelda games so much. It's because, like, all of those weird little side characters have so much crazy personality.
Yeah.
I love them. Like, Tinkle's like, "Wah!" when he falls out of the sky. And also Hestu from Breath of the Wild. I freaking love Hestu.
Which one is that? I can't remember.
Hestu's the one who has, like, the shakers, and
Oh, yes.
you give your Korok seeds to them, and then they're like, Hestu, gotta dance, and it's like, beep, 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 beep.
Yes.
Can't believe you like Tingle but haven't played Wind Waker. He's all over that game. Not to blow up your spot, but you had Wind Waker, and when we were kids, and you wouldn't let me play it. So whose fault is that?
Drama.
You sold it. Well, that's upsetting. Can I find when I just want to play things on the Switch? Also, I don't want to ever like own another console. I love my Switch so much. I don't ever want to get rid of it, and I want everything. I can't hold you accountable for things you did when you were 13. That is fair. But I want Wind Waker for the Switch. But we're already getting what's the one we're getting for the Switch? We're getting something. Hans, do you know?
Oh, the next we're getting Skyward Sword.
Skyward Sword. That's it. Thank you.
Oh, they're remaking Skyward Sword.
The bad one. Ooh,
Yeah.
hot take from Barles. Ooh, no
It's not the
consequence.
hot take, it's the normal take.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I had it on the Wii U and I just could not. It was a rough time.
Maybe it'll be good on the Switch though. Unless you're saying like the story was bad.
It wasn't as much the story. I mean, they had like a Navi that was kind of hard, but the controls were awesome.
Yeah, but maybe that'll be fixed on the Switch.
And also,
The
yeah,
worst
exactly
offender of
what
hand
Elton
holding.
said.
Interesting. Wow. Well, this image that I saw. What is this? Girahim? Who is this scary person? I'm scared. I just Googled. I mean, the Joy-Cons are pretty good for motion control, though. I mean, look at Ring Fit.
That's true.
So maybe.
Thank you, whoever the wolf is.
Barles. Gotta love Barles. That's right.
I'd walk into a room and the sword would yell, "There's an 83.7% chance the solution involves hitting the statue you haven't seen yet at a diagonal angle."
Yeah. I do remember this one now. I do remember this one. And it was really hard. But that's the thing. Don't you feel like it would be better on the Switch? Like, don't you think they would have, like, fixed that stuff? Or maybe you don't have to do that at all and it's fine?
They are exactly promising that they're cutting out the motion controls will be optional on the Switch.
Yeah, so it should... I feel like it would be okay.
Didn't
feel like it'd be fine.
didn't Skyward Sword have... or didn't the Wii version have a motion control optional version?
Clearly no one chose it. Or no one was coming for it.
Hmm.
Who is this really scary white-haired person with the black diamond on their face, though?
Oh, that's, like...
Can you say the name? I can't say the name.
Barl says Nintendo hates options. I don't remember the name of that character. I've also never played this game. I just watched some Let's Players that, like, watch it.
Oh, yeah.
Or play it.
Well, I have to say that this person is so scary, and I don't know if I want to play it just based on that.
No, they're just queer-coded.
Are they?
I don't know.
You just made that up.
They seem queer-coded.
No. It's very scary. These bombs are looking good, though.
Thanks.
Looking pretty lumpy, which is how I like my bombs.
I'm thinking that I might do something a little funky here.
Oh my gosh, we love fun. Girahim.
Girahim.
Girahim scares me. So, I don't know. I don't know about that.
So this is gonna look a little bit strange for a little while, but this layer, this like mid-tone layer that's currently up on screen is going to be at 100% in the end, but I need to see where the edges of the lines are.
I see.
So, that's the wrong eraser. Yeah, I want to make these super, like, not especially well made in aesthetic, so they'll have, like, dents and, like, pock marks on them and stuff.
Oh, that's great.
And then those pock marks will be revealing the 50% opacity layer underneath.
That's great.
Thanks.
Let me tell you about all of the... I feel like I've talked about this on stream before, but all the times I mispronounced Zelda words when I was a kid, it's a lot of stuff. I used to call it, it's Kokiri, right? But I used to call it Kakariko. I don't know why. That's not right.
It sounds right, though.
It does, doesn't it? My 6-year-old brain thought, or 7, I don't know how old I was, but... Wait, those are two different places.
Yeah.
What am I thinking of?
Kakariko Village. It's a place.
Kakariko? That is the correct pronunciation?
I believe so.
What am I thinking of?
I don't know.
Kakariko is at the
people.
base of Death Mountain.
Because the Kokiri people.
Oh yeah, but I used to call it all Kakariko.
Oh, so you call it the Kokiri. Okay.
Kokiri is the forest children, but I called all of it Kakariko. It doesn't matter.
They're all Kakariko.
Yeah, I used to call it Kakariko Forest. Kokiri, I don't know why I never could separate those terms in my brain, my small child brain, but yeah, Kokiri is the forest for children, but I used to call it Kakariko, and I don't know why. I also feel like Kakariko sounds wrong to me. But what are you gonna do? And then also, Deldon corrected me on this the other day, but I used to always say Hylian instead of Hylian.
Oh. Yeah, I used to always say just Hylian.
Yeah, well,
But I
that
think
makes sense because it's
Hylian.
Hyrule,
Yeah.
right? So it should be Hylian, but I used to always say Hylian. Literally up until a month ago when Deldon was like, why do you keep saying it like that? So, there's that. Yeah, Kokiri is the forest children. Yeah. I don't know. I was real dumb as a kid. Also, I feel like I do that all the time where I feel like I read words constantly, but I just don't know how to say them out loud. I feel like that's a pretty common problem, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like I read a lot more words than I say out loud. I do it all the time at work, too. I will constantly say stuff, and everyone will be like, what are you talking about? I'll be like, this word right here. And they'll be like, not even close. Like I forgot how to sound out terms.
I think that can happen a lot, especially when you're experiencing something by reading it without having someone else pronounce it for you. Like, I remember the first time I ever said the word colonel out loud, I said colonel, and someone was like, my dad was like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
And I was like, what? This word right here, colonel.
Colonel.
It's in this book.
Yeah. That's what happens. You just don't know how to say stuff because you're a child and you just absorb a lot through reading.
Yeah.
I wonder if kids who didn't read a lot, I was definitely a reading kid, right? I read all the time.
Yeah.
But I wonder if kids who didn't read a lot, don't have that problem.
I don't know.
I want to see, the study. If you watched a lot of TV, maybe you, know a lot of words, but you don't know what they mean. And then, the opposite problem if you read a lot of books. You know the meaning of a lot of words, but you don't know how to say them.
Yeah, that could definitely... I would not be surprised.
This also is a common problem. I feel like One of my friends who English is her second language talks about this a lot, where she'll be like, y'all spell some stuff in some really dumb ways.
That, I will say, is definitely true.
Yeah, we do. Kids who didn't read a lot don't have a reader's accent, but they always write should have instead of should have. Ugh.
What's a reader's accent?
I don't know. I don't know what a reader's accent is, but that's so true. They do write should have. I feel like don't you think that's from like a lot of where grammatical errors come from? Is because you've just heard it and you don't actually know. You just hear like people say it really fast.
Yeah, definitely. Although I think I say should have.
Exactly.
Should have.
When you pronounce words funny
Reading a
because
bunch
you
of
never
terms
know.
but never hearing. Oh, exactly. Okay.
I guess.
I didn't know there was a word for that.
Yeah, me neither.
Sometimes I will mispronunciate things to people just because it's fun.
Yes, same.
Because I like to cause chaos in life. If you just say it with confidence, I feel like people really trust you. I do it to Hans all the time. If you just say it with confidence, people will believe you. And they'll be like, what? I'm like, I don't know. I'm just fucking with you.
That's funny.
Hans is shaking his head. Like, why do you do this to me?
Sorry, Hans.
I like making up my own pronunciations. I think it's fun.
Yes.
You know what else is fun? These bombs!
Hey! Yeah, I was just gonna say, I was listening to a podcast about the movie Clueless earlier today, and apparently the protagonist, I've never seen this movie, but the protagonist is like a little, like, valley girly.
Yeah. A little?
I don't know, I've never seen this movie.
Okay, yeah. The protagonist is extremely valley girly.
Got you. And in one scene, she pronounces Haitians as Haitians. And that isn't because, like, that wasn't like a character decision. Apparently the actress just didn't know how to pronounce the word.
Shout out Alicia Silverstone.
Alicia
I was just
Silverstone.
commenting on how she looks like she's like aged so well. I
Good
just
for
saw
her.
her in like an Instagram post for something like upcoming that she's doing, and I was like, wow, you look great, lady. You age so well. Shout out to taking care of yourself, you know?
Indeed.
She just looks so good. Yeah, everyone in that movie is like pretty valley girly, except it's like her, and then Stacey Dash is her best friend. She's like a little less valley girly, but still pretty valley girly.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Paul Rudd, I've learned.
Yes, Paul Rudd is also in this film.
Which, you know what's wild? You know who Paul Rudd was up against for this role? Zach Braff and Jeremy Renner. What a strange combination of people.
That would have been interesting if it was Zach Braff, because Donald Faison is in this film.
I don't know who that is.
He's Turk from Scrubs.
Oh, got you.
Yeah, so it would have been JD and Turk before they were JD and Turk.
That is interesting.
And he would have, yeah, he's Stacey Dash. He's the best friend's boyfriend. Turk is
Gotcha.
the best friend's boyfriend. But yeah, and then the late great Brittany Murphy as Ty. But Ty is supposed to be like, she's from the East Coast and she has like an accent to them.
Okay, that's
I mean,
funny.
she does have an accent, but like,
Yeah.
yeah. There was like a thing in the movie where they're like, where she's like, I'm dying for some refreshments. And they're like, oh, well, you can get some like, oh, she says herbal refreshments and she means weed. And then they're like, oh, you can get some like Coke from the vending machine at lunch. And she's like, oh, no shit, you guys got Coke here? And it's insane. It's an insane way that she says it. And it makes me laugh so hard every single time.
That sounds really funny. Maybe I should watch this
Just
movie.
so funny. I mean, I don't know if it holds up that well because I have not watched it in quite some time. But I don't know, it's pretty funny.
They seem to think it held up well. Usually if there's a movie that's like, this isn't good anymore, they're like, have no problem being like, yeah, fuck this.
Oh, okay. On this podcast, you mean?
Yeah.
That's fair.
Um,
Maybe this should be our next movie night because we just watched Clue, so now we
Yes.
can watch Clueless,
Hey! Yes!
and then we can watch The Cluist.
What's that?
I don't know. I just made that up.
Yeah.
Somebody make a movie called The Cluist so we can finish our trilogy.
Well, there's a movie called Get a Clue, right?
Yeah, we'll just only watch movies with Clue in the name. Get a Clue. A classic Lindsay Lohan movie. A Disney Channel original.
Oh, boy.
That one does kind of hold up because when Disney Plus first came out,
Uh-huh.
I just liked it.
you liked Get a Clue?
Yeah, I was obsessed with it.
Oh my god, me too. When Disney Plus came out, I feel like many other people were like, "Oh my god, all these movies that were reigniting childhood memories." And I watched Get a Clue one time, and I was like, "You know what? This is still really good.
That's good.
This is still really solid."
I did not have Disney Channel growing up, as we may have discussed in the past. So the only Disney Channel original movies I have seen are Wendy Wu Homecoming Warrior and High School Musical, because my best friend in LA is obsessed with those movies.
I've never seen either of those, so.
Well,
But
they're
I know
both
that Wendy
terrible.
Wu. I know that Wendy Wu is Brenda Song, right?
Yes.
Yes, she's in Get a Clue.
Mm.
She's
Coming full
Lindsay
circle.
Lohan's best friend, and the kid from The Little Rascals, Alfalfa.
Mm-hmm. I've never seen this. I don't know what this is.
It's pretty good. Get a Clue is like Lindsay Lohan is on the newspaper, the school newspaper, and then they solve a real life murder mystery.
Whoa, that sounds kind of awesome. Not gonna
It's
lie.
pretty great. And there's a tech kid, and I absolutely live for 90s kid tech because I'm sure we've mentioned this before, but Ben and I both absolutely love Spy Kids.
That is very true.
Yeah, which is full of 90s kid tech, which is great. But yeah, there is a tech kid in this film as well. It's
I
pretty
love
good.
that.
Yeah, we should watch Clueless and then Get a Clue and then only watch movies with Clue in the name.
I 100% support this idea. Let's
It's
do
fun.
this. Just speaking of old timey tech or early 2000s futuristic tech. I recently watched the first Iron Man movie in which he has all his crazy Iron Man stuff, but then is texting from a Motorola flip phone. It's so
2008.
funny. Yeah.
Oh, that is funny.
And it's he has an iPad.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? Oh, I like the shading that you have on this top bomb.
Thanks.
You have this linear shading. Doesn't it look like everything we draw could be on a dollar bill?
Yes, I was thinking that too. I don't want it to look too dollar billy.
Yeah.
But I think it looks good if it's just a little similar.
I think that's fun. I will have to remind everyone you cannot use our item cards as legal tender. Even if they look like it.
But if you give it to someone and they want to give you something in return, that is.
But we will give them to you and you will give us money in return, so that is fun.
Yes. Yeah, I am very happy with how these look. I kind of want to mess with the line art a bit. Maybe. I wonder if how something like this might look. Yeah, I like this. I like this conditionally. I will come back and fix that.
That's fun.
You know what? I'm just gonna merge these.
Speaking of 90s tech in movies, my friends and I kept talking about Clock Stoppers today. Do you remember Clock Stoppers?
No, I've never heard of this.
Oh, man, okay. It's a movie from the same era, but I don't know who made it. It was just a standalone movie. And it's about people who can wear a stopwatch, and when they click it, it makes them go so slow that time is almost stopped.
Okay.
And that's also full of 90s kid tech, which is very fun.
That does sound cool.
Would recommend.
Um, that just makes me think of Phil of the Future because you said something. It sounded like you said the word Phil and you were talking about time travel.
Clockstoppers was Nickelodeon. All right, thank you, fact checker Delden. Appreciate that.
Let me tell you, I had such a crush on Phil of the Future as a child.
I didn't watch Phil of the Future.
So that was a Disney show that I watched several episodes of while we were on vacation because it was raining really badly, and so the house that my family and another family was renting, we just were like, well, we can't go to the beach, so I watched Phil of the Future and I was like, I think I have a crush on this boy.
In a very similar fashion, I watched Get a Clue in a vacation rental when it was raining really hard because we couldn't go to the beach.
Yes.
I feel like our childhoods were just filled with disappointing vacations. Am I right? I often talk about how my parents decided it was a good idea to take a bunch of like 10-year-olds to the Amish country in Pennsylvania and like make us go antique shopping. Like that would be a fun vacation for us.
Oh, that sounds so boring.
I mean, yeah, it's not great. Also, even as an adult, now I'm just like, why would you go somewhere to go antique shopping where the whole point is to go? Like, that's not how you find deals. That's how you get overcharged on antique. You gotta go to, like, estate sales and Goodwills and stuff like that.
I don't know.
So as a child, I hated it, and as an adult, I was like, not financially sound, Mom and Dad.
Dang it.
They did get us bags of kettle corn that were as big as we were. That is true, because we were small children. So that was fun.
Are you a kettle corn fan?
Absolutely. I love kettle corn.
There's something about kettle corn that I don't like, and I can't quite explain why.
Is it the sugar?
It's probably the sugar.
Do you like normal popcorn? Because I got news for you. It
I
might
think
just be the sugar.
I think normal popcorn is fine.
Yeah. Hans makes really good kettle corn, so I'm a fan of that.
What do you think of these?
I like the little notches.
Thanks.
Yeah, I'm a fan. These look really good. These are going to also look really, really good from far away when they're an inch big.
Yeah, they're very... I want to do that too. Maybe I'm going to complete my thought because I keep starting multiple thoughts and then getting rid of it. So here's what it will look like from afar away. And yeah, that does look pretty good. My second thought was I think I might make this first one in the front not have any mid-tone in it, so it stands out more from the other two. So it's like the other two are like in shadow, so even their highlights are in shadow.
Yeah, that's good. I like that. Solid choice.
Thank you.
I would say...
And maybe just like elements of this one too. What would you say? Give it to me.
I have to see for the stream to catch up on your thing. I would say that the top of the one in the back, that really big like highlight portion, should have like a small highlight that follows the line of the outside line.
I love that.
Yes, I'm glad that made sense to you because I feel like for our viewers that might be like, what?
No, I think that's... I love me a good pin light. Maybe I'll extend that into this shape here. And maybe because this one's more in shadow, I'll put more shadow on the rope.
For Mother's Day, we got my mom a subscription to a local flower place. But
that
it's
sounds
like
cute.
it's really cute. It's like It's not like a regular like flower shop nursery kind of place. It's like a wildflower farm.
Ooh.
Yeah, so she's been getting these like really cool bouquets and like they're teaching her all about flowers. Like I went and I was over there last weekend and she was like, "This one's a member of the onion family, so you can actually eat them. And if you smell them, they smell like garlic." And I was like, "This is very fun for you."
That is
So
really
she sends
cool.
us these pictures and these are the most gorgeous bouquets I have ever seen. And my mom's just assembling them herself. I'm like, "It's great."
That's awesome. That's such a cool gift.
Yeah, I was really stoked to have found that. It was probably the most original Mother's Day present we could have gotten her because like we do flowers a lot. My mom loves flowers, but the flower subscription service, that one was solid. She goes every Wednesday to pick up some flowers from like a local place that's like, I don't know, 10 miles away, maybe less.
That's not far.
Yeah. We are less than 10 miles away.
You and I.
Mm-hmm.
And we live in different states.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah,
I'm pretty
it's like
happy with
5
this.
weeks of flowers. Oh yeah, that looks good. Solid stuff.
Thanks. I think I just want to keep. I'm nearly done. I just want to mess with it a little bit more. I feel like this front one just needs a little work. Yeah, I like that better.
Yeah, she just sent us another picture and was like, a lot of them are edible. That's great. Like that you have edible flowers.
Yeah, that's really cool. Like nasturtiums and stuff.
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
For sure.
Nasturtiums are one of my favorite foods that's very uncommon to find in places, but it's a edible flower that tastes very peppery. Whoa, what happened to the camera?
What camera?
Oh, did you stop screen sharing on the Google Meet?
Yeah, because I lost the screen mirroring on my iPad for a second, so I've been trying to fix that right now.
Ah, got you.
Also, my actual camera.
Mm-hmm.
You can still see me, right?
Yes, but you and I cannot be. You can't be seen in stream.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, folks. Just a sec.
This is our brief intermission.
The intermission before the intermission.
Yeah.
Well, while Cenza fixes her video, I'm gonna finish up these bombs. Sorry. Yeah, so I just gotta add the dots and lines now. The door locks behind you, trademark dots and lines. I think it might be cool to use the dots and lines to sort of reflect how shadows might be be cast from these bombs.
Oh, yeah, that's really cool.
That one should be a little bit higher. And then we'll also just use them to reflect the shapes like normal, in addition to the shadows. Were you able to reconnect, or are you having trouble?
No, I can't reconnect, and I don't know why.
Okay, in that case...
Yeah, you might be the only one drawing this time.
I might shrink you down.
Oh, wait, here it goes.
Oh, you're good?
We're getting there. I got a spinning wheel.
Okay. um,
The suspense.
Indeed.
Yeah, it still says unable to connect, and I'm not really sure why. That's weird. Yep, just you, I guess.
Okay.
worries.
I'm reconfiguring this so we can both be seen. Then there is a really gross filter on my face, though.
Yeah.
There we go. Normal colored again instead of all gray and washed out.
Thank you for your patience during our technical difficulties.
Yes, thanks everyone for sticking with us.
Yeah, our video chat overlay was messed up while we tried to get me to stream video. I mean, to stream drawing, but it's all fixed now. What are you gonna draw next?
Yeah, sorry, I was just looking at whether or not I was ready. I was done with this or not. And I think I'm almost there. I do need to add the 3 dots though, which I think I'm going to put in right here. Yeah. That looks good to me.
Looks good to me.
Thanks. Let's see. I was only planning on drawing this tonight, but since we weren't able to connect, let me bring up another item from the item list.
Item list.
Item list. Item list. Let's see. We got lots of things that we could be drawing.
Like the truffle pig?
We need to talk with Christian about that before moving forward.
I don't know, I think it'd be pretty fun.
Okay, you know what? Since Christian mentioned it earlier, why not a grappling hook?
Oh yeah, the hook shot.
I think the hook shot is a different item.
Oh, so a grappling hook.
A grappling hook is just a hook with rope. And then
True.
the hook shot is like a purchasable item. When I search grappling hook, the first suggested result is grappling hook Mabel Gravity Falls.
Oh yeah. And she's like, grappling hook.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's still my favorite. There's like a episode in Gravity Falls where Dipper goes to Mabel's like, hey, do you want to play this game with me? And it's like dungeons, and more dungeons. And I'm just like, it's me and Deldon. Who drew this cool picture of us?
That's very funny.
It's true.
Do you guys relate to that show a lot because you're also fraternal twins?
I mean, no.
Fair enough.
It's because we're fraternity twins.
Fraternity twins?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Brotherhood? No, I don't know.
Fuck, I was gonna say something, but now I've totally forgotten what it was.
I mean, I do wear a lot of fun sweaters, and
That's
Delden
true.
is very anxious, so maybe.
Have
It's
you
possible.
ever seen the like Dipper Pines is trans headcanon?
Oh my god, no, I love it though.
Um, yeah, apparently, like, I'm gonna start drawing while I talk about this. So apparently, there's like moments, um, like especially moments where Dipper is like uncomfortable taking his shirt off and stuff. And there's like a log list of things online that you could read if
Ah.
you Google like Dipper Pines is trans headcanon. Um, that's just the one I remember off the top of my head. And I know that the person, Alex, what's his name? Who
Alex
made
Hirsch?
Alex Hirsch. I know Alex Hirsch has seen this like a post about it because he was like he retweeted it being like, "Ah, we love people's headcanons. This wasn't what we had intended, but we love that people could see themselves in the character," kind of
Oh,
thing.
I love that.
Drawing a little connector here.
I never thought about like the anatomy of a grappling hook, but this
Yeah.
is fun.
Um, it's interesting because they're there's so many that are so modern looking and
Modern looking?
modern. Yeah.
Interesting.
Um, I think I'm gonna have this rear one come in like this. Yeah, there's like so many like really fancy, complicated, modern looking ones, and then like the old ones are just like here's a hook with some rope. Um,
Well, now I finally got the streaming thing to work, of course.
oh, nice. Well, we can switch over to your design work if you want. I can
Maybe,
just do
yeah.
the sketch for the grappling hook, and then I can come back to it next week.
True.
Um,
And then we can work on the design.
yeah, yeah. I don't know why I feel like making everything so angular and chunky today. It's just the
Do you feel
mood.
angular and chunky today?
uh, I don't know. I'm not sure how to respond to that.
um, I mean, the answer could be yes. The answer may surprise you.
Does Ben is feel angular and chunky today?
That's very funny. Yeah, this week I was going to continue on our item shop.
Yes, I love those so much. I cannot wait to see what else you do.
Thank you. Well, you know, it's just the fishing guy and some other fun shops.
Mm-hmm.
But Delden has like a really nice comprehensive list of things now in our super secret Google Drive. I think the key is also like I just got to keep the iPad on and not time out.
Yeah. If you let it time out, the software that we're using for to send your iPad screen to Twitch will time out.
Yeah, and then didn't want me to reconnect again, which honestly was pretty rude. And anytime something goes wrong during the month of June because I am queer, I say it's homophobic.
So homophobic.
Yeah, I'm like, things don't work out for me during Pride Month. That's homophobic.
That's
Technological difficulties? No. Very rude. Delden, I have a question that I don't know if you can answer, but I hope so. When you were picking these things, did you literally just look at all your favorite items in each specific like What do I like from Breath of the Wild? What do I like from Wind Waker? What do I like from Ocarina of Time? And for the you were like, Wind Waker. I like that grappling hook. Because when we stream and then you suggest things, that's what it seems like. Which is pretty impressive that you're just like, yes, this from this specific one. You don't know. Don't you document your entire creative process? Come on. I think so. Wow, from the ether? That sounds really nice. Sheldon said they sit down at the computer and things flow out from the ether. I wish that's how it worked for me. That's how it works for Ben sometimes, as you can see.
What do you mean?
Ben is just drawing this grappling hook straight up from memory.
That's completely false.
No.
I have several different reference photos up on my screen right now.
Ben, don't ruin the illusion.
Oh,
Just
sorry.
kidding.
I'm drawing this completely from memory.
Yeah, just kidding. No one draws things from the ether. That's insane.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe, I guess if you're like, you know what's wild though? Like, I am a creative, right? Like, I design and I draw and I illustrate and blah, blah, blah. But when other people do other creative field things, I'm just enamored by it. I'm like, wow,
Yes.
how did you, whoa.
There's this woman I follow on TikTok who does covers of songs in different musical styles. And every time she does it, it blows my mind.
See? Yes, music stuff specifically. Like, whenever Jesse drops some, like, new music for us, I'm like, wow, wow.
Yes. If you have not looked at the Jesse's music for this game, there is a preview in the June monthly update that came out earlier today. You absolutely have to listen to the music. It is so good.
It's amazing. I just, like, don't even understand. Like, that's the thing. I'm like, Jesse's a creative. I'm a creative. Ben's and, like, we all do different things. And each time I'm just like, wow, how do you guys do that? That's crazy. Profession that uses hand tools, basic tool set. That's like a pretty good starting point, though. That's pretty solid. Sometimes I do that for my day job because I work for a children's clothing company, and I'll just be like, unicorn being sassy, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Or just a horse acting up. I also feel like those reference photos help.
I normally am not like a horse person, but I saw these really cool photos of like baby horses learning how to walk the other day, and I was like, this is very aesthetic. They're very angular and cool looking. I love it.
Wait, are they pictures or like drawings?
They're photographs. Yeah.
Oh, that's wild. I love that. I love that you started this sentence with, I'm usually not a horse person, but... which is amazing, and I love it.
Well, I don't understand... Like, I feel like people love horses, and I just don't really get it. Like, I mean, horses are fine, but I don't think they're that much cooler than, like, I don't know, deer or giraffes or crocodiles.
People do talk about horses, though, like they're truly the most amazing things on the planet. And I'm like, have you seen a hippo, though? Like, a hippo is pretty wild. Like, hippos they're like the most dangerous things on the planet, right? Like, that's pretty crazy.
Except
what a title
people.
to hold.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to say I'm done with this rough sketch, which I will finish up next week. If you are ready,
ready, Freddy.
Cool beans. I'm going to go to our intermission banner thing while we get set up. We will be back in a moment. But you'll still be able to hear us while we're talking.
Right, Barrels. They are the most dangerous thing on the planet, and they don't eat meat. How crazy is that? That's just wild to me.
That is wild.
It's so crazy. It's like, I don't know.
Okay,
It's like a serial killer that's a vegan.
Are you connected?
I am connected.
Cool. Do you want to share your screen in the video chat?
Yes.
Cool. Give me a moment.
Yeah, this week I'm thinking the fishing guy and the potion shop.
There. We are back.
Hello.
Except, give me 1 sec.
It's actually the fishing hole. I wrote that down wrong. Sorry, y'all.
Okay, sweet. I am going to use the restroom. I will be back momentarily. If I mute this, you should still be able to hear Cenza, though.
I hope so. Y'all let me know, though, right? If you can't hear me. Maybe not, but that's okay. I'm just going to talk anyway. Great, we're good. So, as you can see here, as per my last email, no, I'm just kidding. Can you imagine? So if you weren't here last week, we started this like items and services spread. That's going to be like a full, when we say spread, we mean 2 full pages in the zine. So the way I set up my Procreate file is this is an 8.5 by 11 file size. And then I've just divided it into quarters using the Canvas drawing guide. So you can actually edit your drawing guides in Procreate to be a grid, like isometric, perspective, symmetry. If you've seen other art streams, you've seen people do like turn on the symmetry and then they only have to draw on one side and what have you. So I made this a 4-quarter grid. So half of it would be an open page of the book. So these shops, we decided to lay them out kind of how you would go to a shop in Zelda, because I feel like, you know, you play those games and they have the best little shopkeeps and they are so full of personality, especially like I'm playing through Breath of the Wild for the first time and I absolutely love going into like the Goron shop, and Rito Village's shop is really fun as well. Like all those little levels on the cliffside. So we wanted to add these little characters in and make you feel like you were truly going to a shop when you go to the items and services part of the book. So last week we did Curiosity Shop, Bomb Shop, and Bank. And what we have left is the fishing hole, the potion shop, the inn, and the general store. Now the general store has a lot of stuff, but I think for this week, we'll probably do the fishing hole, the potion shop, and the inn. I want to do it like this because the general store has so much content. I think it would be a little easier when we lay out the book to have the general store kind of almost be like this much of a page. Like the general store will probably be like almost an entire spread in itself. And we'll have 3 different spreads that are dedicated to items and stuff. Because I feel like also, you know, gameplay is like a couple of spreads. Like we worked this out with Delden, and we're still working it out as we go. So like, you know, this is just preliminary sketches and it's all subject to change. But gameplay is a couple of spreads, dungeon making, hero creation. But I do think when we get to the general store, it's like a lot of items floating around. So yeah. We got a lot of space for it.
Oop.
And it's going to be good.
I am going to slide the screen up so you do not see Deldon texting
that's what
Cenza.
we're going to do today. We're going to do the fishing hole, the potion shop, and the inn. Which is pretty exciting because I get to draw the fishing hole, which is definitely one of my favorite things in Zelda. I love the fishing hole. I think it's so fun. And every time I play a Zelda game, I'm like, where do I fish? I need to fish. Actually, you can't fish in Breath of the Wild, right? Or I haven't gotten to it yet.
You can fish in Breath of the Wild.
But you can? How?
You have to like jump in and catch the fish with your bare hands.
Oh, yeah, but that's what I mean. There's not a fishing hole in Breath of the Wild.
Mm. I think that's correct. Barl says you can bomb the lake, and you can also throw a spear at them.
But in the other games, you would like go to a guy who lives in like a little hut, and he would be like, "Welcome to the fishing hole," and he would have like a bunch of like fish tanks around him, and you would pay some rupees, and you would go, and you would like, and then you would reel it in.
I wish they just had like a
Case.
regular old fishing rod as like a key item. Or what if that was like one of the powers of your Sheikah slate? You could like cast out a string from your Sheikah slate and reel it in, like as if it was a bomb or changing gravity or something.
That would be really fun.
Just because I feel like it would just be like really relaxing, which I feel seems like a strange thing to say, but Breath of the Wild to me is at its core a relaxation game.
I agree. I have so much fun just like bopping around the area and like doing whatever, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. Barl says if they don't add a fishing rod to Breath of the Wild 2, my entire year will be ruined.
Like a lot of pressure, y'all.
Oh yeah, I guess the parasail isn't a Sheikah rune. So it's just like a key item. So you could have the fishing rod be a key item that you like upgrade over time or something. Even if it was only like if it was a fishing rod like mounted to the cliff by your house, so you could just like fish in that water there, even that would be nice. But I would like it if you could carry it with you.
Fishing hole.
Fishing hole.
I'm so sorry if I zoom in and it upsets you. I didn't mean to, I promise.
Cenza, can I make a proposal for you?
Yeah.
What if this fishing hole sign was shaped like a wooden fish? So it was like rounded on the right side and it had like a tail on the left side and then maybe like a hole in it where the eye would be.
Sometimes your friends say something that is just so, you know?
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's the benefit of doing these, like, doing the art together at the same time on stream, is you'll suggest things I'll be like, that's great, that makes it better. Like, having someone else with you to just bounce ideas off of is always beneficial, I feel.
Oh, yeah. Look at this sad little... I love it. It's great. So good.
Nice. I love that.
And then in true, like, Zelda fashion, I have, like, a weird eye thing.
Yes! Ugh, yes, I love that.
Zelda stuff always has the weirdest, like... I mean, it's just the Sheikah eye, but still.
Yeah, but it's not just the Sheikah. Like, all sorts of different things have really distinctive eye stuff in Zelda. I think I made a joke when we were working on the slime monsters a few weeks ago that they could have one eye or three eyes, but nothing in Zelda has two. No enemy in Zelda has two eyes.
Yeah.
Unless it's like the goblins. But those are just like a type of person.
Zooming.
That is an interesting question. Like, what makes bokoblins an enemy and, I don't know, Gerudo an ally? Like, they're all... The bokoblins are like a sentient, living, bipedal species.
Wait, what makes bokoblins a... What? What was the question?
Like, why are bokoblins the only, like, sentient enemy in Uh, Breath of the Wild, anyways.
I don't know.
Deldon says in the door locks behind you, this question will be answered in the game text.
Well, I didn't read the game text, so. In classic graphic designer fashion, I have just been placing type and not reading what it says, so I hope you proved. Hope you proved, because I sure didn't.
I love this grumpy bald man. Or not grumpy, but like sassy.
He's wearing a vest.
Nice. Can it be like that fisherman's vest with all the pockets?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing now. Just
nice.
Got a zipper.
Deldon says the tyrant monsters are magical creations, which is why they disappear in a puff of smoke when defeated.
Oh.
That makes sense.
That's a very succinct answer. Thank you.
This guy that you're drawing looks like, you gonna buy something from me or what?
Yeah. Should he have a fish hat?
Why not? What about a captain's hat?
What if he had a fish hat that looked like this?
Oh my god. That's ridiculous. And I love it.
What if he was like, hello, welcome to my shop? Is that good? Streamers. People watching the streamer. Is this too ridiculous? You should give him the hat that he has in the screenshots I sent. When did you send screenshots? Oh yeah, you made a folder in the design drafts, didn't you?
Yeah, it's on Google Drive.
Shopkeeps. That's right. Fishing hole. What's this hat?
I want to see the hat too.
I don't see a hat. Oh, this hat. Delton, let me tell you, these are the tiniest screenshots I've ever seen. They're very hard to see. Ah, yes. I mean, this is like a pretty good hat, though, right? Like this fishing hat.
This fish hat is wonderful.
That Delton meant like one of these hats. It's like this. And like, nope. It's like kind of Captain Hattie. I don't know. I kind of like the fishing hat. I kind of like the fish hat more. It's pretty good. I love Beetle too. I didn't know Wind Waker was in Beetle. I mean, reverse that. I didn't know Beetle was in Wind Waker.
Yeah, Beetle's in a couple of games.
I had no idea. I love it.
In Wind Waker, it's like a ship that you can randomly encounter in the ocean.
Oh, that's so nice. The point of Wind Waker is that, like, everything's underwater, right?
Kind of. It's like islands. Like, I mean, if you go by the, like, all the Zelda games are connected theory, then it's, like, supposed to be set in the far future when the world has, like, flooded, and so only the tallest mountains have become islands. But I feel like that theory is a little, I don't know, loose, if that makes sense. I mean, I know they say it is official. Nintendo says that, but...
Oh, do they?
They, like, made it up after making half of the games. So...
I did not know that. I was unaware.
Barl says, Hyrule flooded, but there was exactly one mountain per square mile, so there's a bunch of islands. Well, if you play Breath of the Wild, there are a ton of mountains just everywhere. So that does kind of work. But yeah, it's like an archipelago game. So it's a
Wow.
ton of smaller islands. Which I love archipelagos. They are so cool to me. I feel like that's a very nerdy thing to say.
Yeah, that's pretty good though.
There's just something so cool about a bunch of small pieces of land protruding from the sea. I like this fish tank you're drawing.
Thank you.
Yeah. It looks great. What? That fish is going like, what? What?
Cool.
What?
It's got real
What?
big fins.
Ah, yes. Real big fins. Because it's a real big fish.
Yeah. Real big fins playing the stone pony this summer. What a Jersey joke, everyone.
Hey!
It's funny. That's 2 rupees. What do you think fish bait would be? Is it just a worm? That makes me sad.
Yeah, probably just worms.
Oh no, the worm.
Or,
Like a bucket of worms?
like mealworms. Yeah, if you ever go to like a fishing store, you can buy like a soup container, like a takeout container for soup, but it's full of mealworms and sawdust.
Wow, I hate that so much.
But Deldon says it looks like fish food in Wind Waker. So like little flakes.
See, you do have like very specifics in mind, I feel like, Deldon.
A bator.
Excuse me?
It's a boat or a bator.
Oh.
Sell out! A fish tonight! Sell out! Catch fish, alright. Ah, I see
Sell
what
out.
you did there.
Fish tonight, sell out. Catch fish, alright.
Well
Cowboys over there's
done.
gonna give me lots of money and everything's gonna be alright. It's really good.
Good
It's
job.
fun.
Okay, you said these look like fish food, Deldon. These are fucking meatballs.
Meatballs. I mean, I'm good at drawing meatballs.
Yeah. Yeah, these literally, or yeah, these are just round orange things with flecks of gray and red in them.
I think I want the fishing hole to look like almost like he's got like a pegboard set up, you know?
Yes. Like it's a tiny shack that's like on a dock.
So we'll have like
It's like one of those like newspaper stands that you see in Manhattan.
yes.
Where it's like the guy and you can buy like bottled water and chocolate bars and like 12 magazines.
Yeah, for like
But-
$100.
But it's like the space of my computer desk is the entire store.
Yeah. Just have like ropes coming down.
Nice.
Just like tied up places.
You just have like a box next to him that just says bait on it.
Yeah, I think that's probably what I'll end up doing.
Because I feel like it would be hard to indicate exactly what it is at such a small scale.
Yes. I mean, it'll be in the book, so it won't be that small, but yeah.
Yeah.
But I like some of these like cool like rock patterns they have in the background, like river rocks.
Which item, or where are you looking at this?
It is the NMD ocean fishing pole.
Oh yeah,
MM3D. Majora's Mask 3D, I guess.
with like, yeah, there's like a mosaic on the wall and tons of posters. I
Yeah, I
love
think that's
that.
really cool.
It looks very lived in.
Yeah, I want this to look like this guy lives here.
That's great. I love that.
We can have the rowboat just like over here, which I like.
Hmm.
Rowboat for fishing.
Mm.
But we'll just have like a little sailcloth. And like a rowboat will be like, I feel like the boat would be like outside, you know? If we don't have to
Yeah.
draw it, but like, oh yeah, that boat out front, that's mine.
Yeah. You just get like a little, uh, like, I don't know what they're called, but when you have like a little board that stands up on top of the like desk near the cash register, offering. I guess like, I don't know. Menu almost is the word my brain goes to, but not for food.
So yeah, I'm gonna start drawing a little quicker now because I realize that I'm just sketching it out. We're just having some fun.
Yeah, totally. Deldon says the word I'm thinking of is a standee.
A standee, yeah, probably.
Yeah.
So here we'll have like,
But not of like a life-size person. Which is what I think of when I think of the word standee. Fishing rod. Just a little standee.
as a treat.
This guy can have a little standee as a treat.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be like fishing pole. 10. I like to think that all these are like pegboard, right? And then we got like, they're just like painted on like this thing, you
Yeah,
know?
totally.
They'll just be like in like white paint or something on his little shack.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I love how you write the letter E.
as a backwards 3.
Yeah.
Sometimes, not all the time though.
Mm.
And then I would like it to be like, we have like hooks right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we have kind of like a sailcloth, but it's just kind of like hanging right here. It's just like pinned to the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, can y'all hear Hans sneezing? Sorry. Oh my god.
He only sneezed once though.
Yeah.
Normally
He sneezes when his body
there we
changes
go.
temperature. So he just took a shower. So he went from
Ah.
hot to cold, or like hot to like not steamy, I guess. So here come the sneezes. Yeah, we'll have like a very drapey cloth that can like kind of come to a point, I think.
Okay.
And that'll be like our sailcloth. We'll have like a little string. That's 125 rupees.
Wow. That's a lot of money.
This is your sailcloth. This one right here.
Mm-hmm.
But I think we should put some like cool design on it.
Yeah, absolutely. What if it had like waves, like a
Oh.
ribbon of waves going around the edge?
Zooming in.
Yeah,
Important information about Hans. Immortalized on the internet forever. Yes, it's true. It is important information. It's important because he sneezes a lot during the stream. Yeah. So, these are all rough sketches, but
yeah, totally.
we could have like a cool, like,
Ooh, yes. I love that little spiral. It looks so good.
talking about Wind Waker, and I've never played it, but it doesn't mean I don't know what's up.
There are a lot of spirals in Wind Waker.
I know. I did like that 6 fan arts challenge a while ago.
Uh-huh.
And I think it was Deldon who was like, "Oh, you should draw the girl from Wind Waker." And I made the background look like a bomb explosion because I just like love how the smoke looks in that game.
Yeah. It's really cool looking.
Yeah, so we just have like a little like bloop, 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 going all the way around. And that'll be like your little sailcloth.
That looks awesome. I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thanks.
Tetra, the pirate princess.
Tetra, yes. Oh, that's backwards. Like, here's a little sailcloth. And it would probably have like a big old Triforce or something on it in the middle. But what if they were a Triforce that like had fins?
Yes. Like shark fins.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. I'm into that.
I remember it correctly that Tetra is Princess Zelda at the end.
Spoilies.
Spoilies.
Sailcloth. Sail!
So
Yeah, I feel like if the sailcloth was here, like the sailcloth would be 125, right? And then he would probably this shopkeep, who I'm now giving a personality and getting emotionally attached to.
yeah, we
Just
gotta
have,
give
like-
this guy a name.
Yeah, I just have like a little painted sign.
Row. Boat. Out back.
Yeah. And it would be how much to rent? 250. Crazy,
Dang.
but worth it.
What if it said boat rental out back instead of
Ooh,
rowboat?
that's better.
I'm gonna go to a Hylian name generator so we can name this guy.
Oh yes, name him.
Let's see here. What about Tubo? I kind of like Cabo.
Cabo is pretty good.
Let's get another random list.
What else we got for the fishing hole? Fish, bait, fishing hole, or something. Yeah. Cool.
Ducky. Duki, Ducky.
That's fun.
Oh, it's not rental. It is purchasing the Robo Deldon.
Wait, really? It's a rental. I have to write a different price. Oh, wow.
Wow. Got you.
Retcon.
It could say boat for sale.
Rowboat. Outback.
This is so charming, Cenza. You've done an
Oh my God.
amazing job with this.
Thank you. 4 to 6 item slots. Just don't you know?
Don't you know?
And here we'll just have like. It really looks like fish food.
I don't agree with Deldon on that.
I don't either.
I mean, the picture they uploaded looked like meatballs to me.
Meatballs!
Um,
That's so funny. I really want it to look like worms.
yeah, you can totally do worms. Oh my god, I saw this TikTok earlier where this woman was like, "Yo, I was just washing my hands and look what I saw." And it was like an 11-inch centipede
Oh
was
my
in
god.
her bathroom sink and it was insane.
Oh, like a house centipede?
No, like one of the ones you like see at the zoo in a cage. Like that's all red and
Oh,
like literally like 11 inches long.
live bait.
Barl says time to burn down that house. And at first I was just like, oh, is this a video about how some person's sink is broken? Why is there just running water? And then I looked behind the running water and saw. And I was like, oh no.
No. No, thank you.
No thanks. I'm good.
No, thank you.
$250 seats.
250 seats. We'll give them all little signs.
Nice.
Price. Seats for.
Yeah, it could be like a sticker, or like
Yeah.
a paper that's been pasted onto the board.
There's our little fishing hole. It's pretty cute.
This is really cute. You did an excellent job.
Thank you so much, Ben. It's so kind of you. I'm gonna move this down a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, you've
I feel
got
like it
plenty of
was a little
space down
high.
there.
Yeah. And same with the fishing hole. Yeah, I feel like so Deldon has been putting in a lot of like zines that he really likes in our Google Drive folder where we're making all this happen. And there's so much like on constructing the cover and all the thumbnails everyone did for the cover. And I'm just like, I did the cover real quick when we needed to get the Kickstarter out.
But the cover looks really good. It's very simple and iconic looking. And I feel
Oh my
like
gosh, thank you.
looking good is the most important part.
Yeah, I just feel like I rushed the part that everyone was just like, blah, blah, That's pretty cute, though. That's a cute little fishing hole.
Yeah, it looks great.
What did we name him? Cabo?
Yeah, Cabo works. Kubo, I think it was. Kabu. I don't know. The page refreshed and I lost it, and it
Fishing
randomly
hole.
generates 10. So
That seems unnecessary.
Barl says sometimes you just swing it out of the park on your first try, which is
Oh my
very
God,
true.
thanks, Charles. It's really
Yeah.
kind of you.
The cover is so mysterious and cool looking.
That's what I was going for.
Yeah.
Mystery. Yeah, I like the idea of he's like in this little wooden hut that has like some shelves in the back,
Mm-hmm.
but then also he's got this like cool like eel painting on it. I like to think that our little friend Cabo did the eel painting,
Yeah,
and he
absolutely.
just like adds another faction of the eel when he gets bored, like how I do with doodles in my notebook.
Nice.
That's pretty fun. I like our little fishing hole.
Me too. I'm picturing this as like being on a dock and it's like slightly up, like he's like if I'm here looking forward, he's like up above
Mm-hmm.
me, which is
Yeah.
how you could have like these items on the wall in front of him. Um, and he like climbs up a little set of stairs to get back there.
I will say, I think I should add that this is a fish.
Mm.
Fish. Fish.
Mm-hmm.
The potion shop is another one I was really excited to draw.
Yeah. So
The
many
general
cool
store
bottles.
and yeah, it's gonna be really fun. So the inn and the potion shop have a lot more stuff than the fishing hole, but I think the way I want to do this, so you can get into my creative brain a little bit, is like fishing hole doesn't have a lot of stuff, but it has a lot of distinctive things, and the inn is mostly services. So I feel like the way we're gonna get around this is the inn is just gonna be like a list and like a bed, or like a list and then like, someone's window,
Mm-hmm.
as you would see at an inn. And then we can fit it on the same page as the potion shop, like we did with the bomb shop and the bank. But these like big ones that don't have a ton of stuff, like the curiosity shop, the fishing hole, that good stuff will go in its own guy. So we have a little bit of a dynamic difference between our layouts and our spreads, which is something I try to think of a lot when I'm designing stuff, is to just give you a little bit of variety, so you're just not just like flipping through the same thing. Well, it can be fun to just like see scenes of stuff. It's definitely fun for us to make. I feel like a little bit of variety helps.
Yeah, absolutely. I definitely agree with that.
Yeah, the potion shop I kind of love, because Deldin put magic powder will trade for odd shrooms, which is like a nod to the Link's Awakening. Like one of the first little quests that you have to do
Mm-hmm.
is like get that little raccoon guy and like the witch, and then like trade the stuff in the forest. It's very cute.
I don't think I've ever played Link's Awakening.
Oh, they also re-released that on the Switch, which I really like.
Oh, I saw this, like, I remember when this came out, I'm thinking how cute it looked.
Yeah, it came out
The
when we were
Switch.
younger. I had it in like black and white, I want to say, in like a Game Boy Advance or something.
Oh. Yeah,
I had
it's
it a while
very
ago.
adorable.
Yeah, there's some really crazy like potion shops and stuff in the reference that Deldin passed us.
Yeah, there have been
Right.
some very strange looking shops throughout Zelda history. Like this one, the Chew Jelly Juice shop just has, it's just on fire. Or there's just like an open flame in the back that is like smoking up the ceiling.
Yeah, he's making stuff. I'm gonna rename this to shops too.
Nice.
Oh, not shops emoji.
Shops
Shops
emoji.
Shops emoji. Yeah, so let's see. We've got potions and inn.
Apparently, Link's Awakening was originally on the Game Boy with no color. Then they made a color version for the Game Boy DX.
Oh yeah, I
And-
had the no color version.
So this one for the Switch is the second remake of the game.
Yeah, the one on the Switch though is like the cutest thing you will ever see. It's so stinking cute.
Yeah, I saw it at Target. I was like, ooh, that looks cute. Should I get that? And I never did because video games can be expensive.
They can be very expensive. I like the idea also of putting the inn up here.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be like, putting the inn up here maybe with like just a sign of like services, and it'll be like a little like hanging sign.
Okay.
So we'll have like services, which that definitely needs to be bigger.
Probably.
I'm gonna actually write on it. Or maybe it doesn't, and this will just say, bear with me on this, everyone.
Welcome.
What if it says welcome in?
That's funny.
Can't read this, but
That
it's
is...
just like a little hanging like stone tablet.
Yes.
Or a little inn. And it says like welcome
in. Well long in.
I spelled it wrong.
That happens to me all the time.
And it just says like welcome in.
It's the welcome in.
Yeah. It's just like beep boop.
Beep boop.
Carved in.
I love the little dots and dashes you gave it.
You know, we're all about that Morse code. Yeah. So the inn can just have like, it can just sit on like this little shelf, and it can just have like, so for the inn we have like milk and soup, but you have to bring your own bottle. I'm like, do we have it on tap? Is that what that means? Or is this just like a big pot? Or is it just like we have like a pot of soup?
It's a keg of milk. Oh, no, I do like this. Like big jars.
Yeah.
With like soup, $2 or whatever, however much it is. Dildon says, I imagined there's a pot of soup and just like a cow.
And a cow!
I was editing the stream with the, where I drew the bag of manure. And, I just was very happy with that cow I drew.
I was gonna say, I feel like we could have like a pail, and it can have like remnants of this cow on it.
Yes.
Not remnants, like it's like turned, like we'll have the same label.
Yeah.
And it'll just say like milk. 20. Beep, beep. Milk.
That's very
Maybe like
good.
turned. And this will be our little like post. Firewood, a bed for the night, a comfortable night's rest, pack mule, horse saddlebags, and a hawk. These are really cool ones for an inn.
Yeah. I do like the idea of just making a list, just like to contrast all the like items that have been in everything.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff so far.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna scooch this over.
Dildon says we need to add warm to milk and hot to soup because there's mechanical effects on recovery due to the temperature.
Warm soup.
No, it's hot. Sorry, it's hot soup
Oh,
and warm milk.
my bad.
Yeah, you're all good.
Hot soup.
Indeed.
Then I will do this.
If you have a hot meal, then you recover the entire amount with the leftovers as temporary hearts. Otherwise, you just recover up to your max. That's cool. A cool little mechanic. Hot soup. Nice.
Um, yeah, I wanted to do this because I kind of like the idea of like it's an inn on top, but if you go to the basement, they're selling weird potions.
Oh, that's really clever. It's like a speakeasy, but for magic.
Yeah, exactly. So then if you go down here, it can be like, like gravel, not gravel, cobblestone,
Mm-hmm.
and that'll be like the background of the walls. And put a little like texture in there.
This is a really good idea, Cenza.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Um, and then I was thinking to even switch it up more. And now tell me if you think this is crazy. But I was like, is this like a counter view? And is this like a top-down view? Or is that insane? I'll show you what I mean on a different layer.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that would look. I'd have to see.
So I was thinking that if we have the inn and we have like the list of stuff,
Mm-hmm.
um, I'm gonna find the reference that I'm looking for. Always use reference, everyone. It makes your life so much easier.
So much
It's
easier.
just ridiculous not to. Um, yeah, so this will have like, little like bundles of firewood. I can't draw firewood, but wood. And we'll have like our list of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe in the background we'll have like a curtain or something.
Okay. Yeah.
We'll have like a little pattern on it, and you can like kind of see this background will be like very dark. Be like, welcome to the inn. We'll lead you to your room.
Mm-hmm.
Have all this stuff. Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
And this, I was thinking that, oh no, don't disconnect.
Uh-oh.
Hold on. Okay. So for this, I was thinking if we do like a,
Ooh. I love how you crossed out the O. Also, I love that the I is just upside down. Oh, I see what's going on here.
um, so you have like this weird potion shop, and we can either do it like this, and we can just have like like little planks of stuff.
Barles just said in all caps, pot! Exclamation point. Because with the I upside down, it looks like an exclamation point.
And we'll have just like little creepy like candles. There's skulls.
Yes, I love me a skull.
Yeah, this is from one of the ones that Delvin sent us a reference of.
Varl said the shop is getting cooler all time. Which I agree with. This looks
And then we
very
just
cool.
have like very scary, not scary, but like spooky.
Gotta love the sparkles.
The spookiest.
Little cauldrons of different contents.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great idea. I think this really works. I was confused at first, but I think this actually.
And then I think
really
for the
cool.
person, it'll be like a cool looking somebody with like, I'm imagining you know, the person who owns the spa in Spirited Away.
Yes, Yubaba.
Yeah, that's who I'm imagining. So like an old like granny lady with like really fun hair who's just like making potions.
Yeah.
Like across from her and the robot Robbie guy. Robbie from Breath of the Wild who makes like the Guardian armor.
Oh yeah.
So she'll just have like, it's gonna be hard because we don't have color. But there's like a red potion, a green potion, a blue potion, sacred bark, which is like our full recovery thing, and then fortune telling. So I like the idea of having like a top down view.
Mm-hmm.
And you can like go up to her.
And the table could have like tarot cards or
Yeah,
crystal ball or
yeah.
something on it. Look at those cross hatchings.
She's using her crazy ladle. And these are just like on books and they're like melting. And they kind of now look like the apple from Snow White, but that's fine. It's just like a creepy old sign that's just like potion shop. Blah, 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 blah.
Pod on dose.
Yeah.
The D looks a little bit like a J to me, or the upside down P looks like a little bit like a J to me. So it almost looks like Potions Josh.
Is having shop upside down too much?
I don't know. How do other people feel? I think it looks strange, and I like it. But how do people in the chat feel?
I kind of also want to make the like that.
Ooh, yes.
Potion shop. Yeah, she can have like her magical thing. No, wait, what am I doing? Whose game is this? It would be lines and dashes.
You know, thinking about the shop, because the S, the H, and the O all look the same right side up and upside down.
Yeah.
So the reason it looks a little strange is because only the P.
Well, let's flip it and see what happens.
Yeah.
Oh, I kind of actually like it backwards.
I also like it backwards. I think that is my favorite.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Joshua Potions is the guy who makes potions for the inn, and he's technically a demon, but still pretty chill.
Who said that?
Barles.
Barles, that's great.
Joshua Potions. Hi, I'm Joshua Potions, and these are my potions. Yeah, it is my last name and my job, but that's just a coincidence. I just kind of fell into doing it. Uh, my dad really wanted me to be a fisherman like him, but I was like, no, I just kind of like making magic soup.
This is my shopkeep.
Mm-hmm.
She'll have like these
Big
cool,
glasses.
but then also I'm gonna zoom. Sorry, y'all.
Ah, yes. The classic Gibson girl hair that your
Yeah.
baba has.
I like to imagine that she has currency for earrings.
Ooh, that's kind of cool.
She has a touch of madness in her.
You know, I'm sure there's someone who's like soaked dollar bills in resin and wears them as earrings.
I've seen that. I've seen people do that for nails.
A dollar bill as a nail?
Yeah.
I feel like it would be just so big, though. I guess that's the point.
Sorry, little sparkle. I have to move you. This is her recipe, and she loves it.
Yes. I love it too.
And she's like, "Have a taste, Sonny." She just sits over her big pot all day, slaving away for these potions.
I slaved away over this hot stove all day to make sure that you can have some healing.
Yeah.
Can you give her like just eyeballs inside the glasses?
Oh my god, like this?
Yes, like an owl or something.
That's great. I love it. It's so funny.
Oh, yes, that's perfect. I love that. Huh. I'm mad about these potions. And my prices are mad too. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Wrinkles.
How are you feeling, Cenza? Because we are approaching 10 o'clock.
We are approaching the end. I think I'm gonna wrap up the potion shop,
Cool.
and then we'll be good.
Sounds good to me. I can stop bugging you to add things.
No worries. Fortunes. 10 rupees, y'all. Um, yeah, and then she'll just have like her stuff is gonna look insane. She'll have like the magic powder.
I think that's just called cocaine.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's magic beans. But honestly, it'll probably be in like a little sack.
Yeah. Magic beans. I'm good. Just speaking of beans, you know what I learned today, which I find ridiculous? You know how Ronald Reagan was like known for eating jelly
Jelly
beans?
beans. Yeah.
Apparently that was just a branding move. He didn't actually like jelly beans. He just kept
What?
jelly beans around because he felt like people would think he was less harmful if he was just looked like a sweet old man who ate candy.
What? Instead of like the war criminal?
Yeah.
Well, that's insane.
Yup. Fuck that guy.
For real.
Sorry to bring in Ronald Reagan right at the end of the stream.
Yeah, I also feel like I want the potions, since this will be all be one color. I want the potion bottles to be like distinctive.
Mm-hmm.
Like the red potion is 80, but I feel like the green potion won't be like a potion as much as it'll come in like a square jar or something.
Yes.
But it's magical.
Mm-hmm.
It was also 80. And then the blue potion and the sacred bark. Because the blue potion is 125, which means it must be crazy powerful.
Mm.
Which means it will come in a crazy jar.
Yes.
By crazy, I just mean it'll be a hexagon shape.
Ooh. I love that.
Wow. Can't draw a hexagon. It's fine. It's
No, you
fine,
look good.
everyone.
Barles says, Your fortune! You are going to take too much magic powder up the nose and attempt to wrestle a Hinox. Stay out of the woods.
I feel like in real life, I would attempt to wrestle a hippo.
Really?
I mean, not really, but
Ah.
that would, to me, a Hinox is just as scary as a hippo.
Yeah. Maybe
And this one
even
can
less
be, like,
scary
bubbling.
than a hippo. Because, like, they're very easy to knock them backwards. Whereas a hippo, I don't think would be easily knocked backwards. Hippos are very threatening.
And then the sacred bark is, I feel like, oh, actually, the sacred bark, I feel like it's got to look like super crazy, right? Because it's like the thing.
Yeah.
It's the thing. Pew 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 pew. Here's me retconning because I didn't leave myself enough room. But that's okay. Sometimes you don't leave yourself enough room. And it happens. Happens to the best of us.
It really does. And that's
I
what
feel like-
resizing is for.
Yeah. I feel like she'll have a little sign on this side.
Mm-hmm.
It says BYOB.
Bring your own bottle.
Yeah.
Nice.
And she'll have like a little like of like a bottle.
Yeah.
And then here she'll have another sign because if you've ever worked in retail, people don't see the first sign and they need it really spelled out for them.
Yes, that is very true.
And what is our little potion person if not just a small girl boss? She's a CEO, am I right?
I guess.
She's very angry about it.
Clearly.
I will not give you a bottle. No bottle, no sale. So I imagine her like, and then I
Yeah.
guess a piece of bark will just kind of look like a piece of bark.
This is environmental storytelling, having two sides, one with exclamation points. So you know people have fucked with her before. No, I will not put it in your
Bark.
leather satchel. It'll leak out all over your pants.
Sacred bark is 86.
Nice.
But yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
I love it. These are all amazing. You did so well. I love these.
Thanks, y'all. I must say, I am very excited to like get into these little item shops. I think it'll be really fun once we do it. Cranky old woman who's tired of serving people without bottles. Exactly, right? She's just like, God damn it, read the sign, people. These freaking adventurers.
Read the signs.
Read the signs. Oh yeah, wait. She will. Sorry to zoom in really quickly.
Is she gonna say read the signs?
Yeah, she will have a variety of like
Ah,
weird candles just kind of floating around her.
nice.
For sure.
Love that.
Yeah. Love a lady who's got candles floating around her.
The trick to making something look more like a magic shop is just to put way too many half-used candles in it.
Yeah. She's constantly doing this stuff. There's our little magic lady. She's got her nose to the grindstone because you know what? She makes her own rules and she doesn't have a boss. She's her own. I just like the idea. I like the branding that our tiny little fortune teller potion shop lady is like a millennial pig girl boss.
That's very funny.
She like messages other adventurers and she's like, "Hey girly,
Oh no.
have you heard of this new potion?"
She like Facebook messages people she went to high school with. And they're like,
yeah.
What is a Facebook message?
She like goes up and she's constantly like dropping her little fortune teller business cards everywhere. And she's just like, quit your day job.
You could be your own boss and make up to $67,000 a year.
I don't work to live. I live to work.
Wait, I don't think that's how they say it.
I don't think so either, but
anyways, thanks to everyone who came out tonight and watched us
thanks,
draw. I think we might do this kind of setup more often, where I am drawing in the first half and Cenza draws in the second half. Just because it's a lot easier when you only have to draw for an hour on stream instead of 2 hours. And the book is more ready to be moving forward, so Cenza has more stuff to do.
also that, yeah, we definitely are closer and closer to making the real live book a reality.
Yes, it's so exciting.
It is really exciting.
Yeah. Thanks, everyone. I hope you all have a good night.
Thanks, friends.
Bye.
Bye.